Barrel rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex Super Model, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno-monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager.
Good morning, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Super Model daily briefing for Wednesday the 16th of December 2020. The time's just coming up to 5 minutes before 500 effectively, GMT, London time, Asian session coming to a close, European session opening up, our lunchtime, US North American session. So let's make a start then. Right, so yesterday, which was Tuesday the 15th, we had, let's have a look, we had dollar, euro, yen on the negative, and the pound on the positive. We had plus 308 on the pound, minus 4 on the yen, minus 119 on the euro, and minus 185 on the dollar. That was on activity of plus or minus 308. We had an unopposed positive driver, so it was unopposed in the pound, a negative rock in the yen, a negative mover in the euro, and a negative secondary driver in the dollar. Right, so intra-week flows, what's been happening so far this week. So Monday the 14th to about 20 minutes ago, so we've got dollar euro on the negative, and we've got yen pound on the positive. Figures: pound plus 120, yen plus 70, euro minus 38, dollar minus 152. And that was an activity of plus or minus 190. Right, so we've got a negative opposed driver in the dollar. It's opposed by the euro, so we've got a negative rock in the euro, a positive mover in the yen, and a positive secondary driver in the pound. That was the week so far from Monday, intra-week. Now finally, let's have a quick look at what's happening today, our most recent flows. So we've got, what have we got? We've got yen dollar on the negative, and pound euro on the positive. We've got plus 24 on the euro, plus 10 on the pound, minus 6 on the dollar, and minus 28 on the yen. So this was today, Wednesday the 16th, to about 20 minutes ago. Right, so we've got a negative opposed driver on the yen, a negative rock on the dollar, a positive mover on the pound, and a positive secondary driver on the euro. Right, so that's all the donkey work done. Let's make some sense of it. So for that, really, what's going to knock all this stuff around today? Well, we've got yesterday we had US industrial production, which came in positive, which was interesting. We'll talk about that in a minute. Today we've got the pound CPI, German PMIs for both manufacturing and services, and US retail sales, and of course later our evening time Fed rates decision. And just looking over till tomorrow, Thursday, we've got pound rates decision, and Friday we've got the CAD retail sales. So we've got a bucket full of data coming out that's going to move the market around all over the place. So that's the background, and also we've got this US stimulus thing, which arguably we're going to talk about in a minute. But the US stimulus talks, which took on a positive tone later yesterday and seemingly drove the USD down. Right. So if you looked at yesterday's daily briefing, you'll know that we recommended buying the dollar yen and buying the euro yen, and that we'll talk about that in a minute. Right, so let's have a look at this, the flows then. So yesterday we had an unopposed positive driver in the pound with no backdoor flows, and then all these negative flows were primarily going out of the dollar and euro, with the yen acting pretty much, the yen saying we've had enough, we're staying as the rock, pretty much static, dynamically static. Right, so far this week though, what have we had? We've had dollar weakness as the opposed negative driver. The opposing flows have predominantly gone into the pound and the yen, with the euro staying dynamically static. Right, and so far today we've got yen weakness as the opposed negative driver, and the flows predominantly going into the euro and the pound, with the dollar not really declining much as the negative rock. So, right, let's make some sense of it then. So let's just get rid of this. Now, remember that if you get a positive unopposed driver, it normally means one of two things. It normally means a short term, in this case it's a daily flow, so it's likely to mean a short term top in the pound complex, or the start of a major ramp up. Now, given the way things are yo-yoing backwards and forwards, we think this is more likely to be a short-term top in the pound complex. And likewise, if you look at the the flows situation generally, you've got and what we suggested yesterday, we suggested pound strength, which we got. What else did we suggest? We suggested yen weakness off the back of equity transmission. That's the chalk gone. Right. Right. Well, we got an equity rise, so we got that part of it right. But the yen transmission was incorrect. The yen transmission was pretty much wrecked by this dollar, this USD dollar weakness and the stimulus package, which basically artificially, in our view, depressed the dollar, and therefore took away the normal yen negative transmission in the equities. So that's by the by. Right. So what do we think is going to happen? Well, if you look at where are we? The dollar yen again. The dollar yen, which we're suggesting buying, it looks like they're going to pump this down to the daily lows. And what are the daily lows? They're about on our system they're 103.179. So that's the daily, and that's a significant daily low. That's the low, if you know what I mean. So 103. So and when I left, we're only about 20 odd points from that. So the likelihood is they're going for that daily low in the dollar yen off the back of this stimulus sort of semi-fake dollar weakness which we're seeing, which is artificially pumping up the yen. Now, the likelihood then is that they're going to try a little bit of a fake breakout on this. So you know, they might get down to about 103.10 and change, and then to us that's a massive buying opportunity for the dollar yen. That's what we're going to be doing. But let's just get rid of this then. So where are we then? So let's go through them. So pound, we believe this is likely to be a short-term top in the pound. So but with Brexit, so it's going to be neutral to down the pound. That's what we think. The euro. Let's look at the yen again first. So we've got this equity transmission. We got the equity up right yesterday. We didn't get the yen weakness right, as I said, via the USD stimulus problem. But we do feel that the yen is due for a big sell-off. So that's going to be our position there. A weakening yen again. So that leaves what? That leaves the dollar and the euro. Now, the dollar may well be neutral off the back of this stimulus. It's going to be messing about to a certain extent, but we do feel that it's overcooked. And don't forget, we've got the Fed running in, and we think that the dollar is destined for a good pump up. Right, so we've got pound coming down, yen coming down, and the dollar coming up. And the euro, well, if you look at the flows, the euro's starting to show signs of strength. So we think the euro is on the up. So basically we're semi back to where we were yesterday, except we're in a different sort of scenario. So we think dollar yen and euro yen are still the places to be. Apologies if you got a bit of a pasting on the euro yen yesterday. We weren't in the euro yen, we were in the hedged dollar yen. It's not really done us much harm, but so what? That's not gloating, that's just saying where we are. But we do feel, so what you need to look out for is the dollar yen hitting these lows. What were they again? It was 103.17. So look at the dollar yen hitting those 103, and don't be put off if they have a little punch through. That's where we're going to be buying the dollar yen. So just to sum up then, long dollar yen and long euro yen, but they're probably going to try and have a go at the lows of the dollar yen. Thank you very much.